keep it focused here. The questions, though, are important. You need to understand who they are, what they're doing, find out what kind of deals they're looking for. And then you want to know, as a new investor, you want to have your elevator speech, so to speak, ready to go for them and tell them what it is you're looking for. You want on their buyer's list as well. You want them to be sending deals to you so that hopefully you can go make some money with them. But you've got to have your criteria laid out as well as to what you're looking for. And you might even go ahead and create a Word document or something, you know, with that spelled out so that you get it standardized and tell people what it is, the same, you know, same thing that everybody you talk to. You might even go and make a little business card. You know, when you go to the networking events and the investor meetings and stuff, go put all of your buying criteria on a business card and make that specifically for networking and give to other investors. You know, that's another good way to get that word out. And it's easy. You don't have to keep trying to say it over and over. One of the things that the Fort Worth Investor Group does once a year is they have a networking night. Sit around the table and you get a 2-minute introduction of what you do, what you're looking for, how you can help, what you have to offer, right? There's no way I can say that in 2 minutes. So you know what I've done now? I have a 2-page flyer. So I say what I can, and then I give the flyer. But that standardizes my input to everybody at the meeting, and it's a way I get, and every year it's a big change in faces, so it's not always the same people. I think, John, you've been to that before, right? Mm-hmm. But, you know, so there's new people there every year, so now I'm giving out my flyer to all these new investors, and they know what I'm looking for. So there's just no way I can say it in 2 minutes. So that's another great way to get the word out as to what it is you're looking for, but you want to make sure that you're asking those pertinent questions and writing that information down when you collect those business cards. And you should be doing that at every investor meeting, is collect those business cards. So I use my Outlook contacts an awful lot, and I use my Open Road contacts an awful lot as far as my buyers go. And I'm indicating in there, and this is probably the one thing, you can call this whatever you want. I call it my A buyers list. My A buyers list is people that I have done business with and have done what they tell me they will do. Okay? That is a very important list for you to have. Those are the people that you know, if they tell you they're going to do something, it's going to happen. So, you know, when a lot of times, you know, new investors, the gurus are teaching, you know, you want to go get assignment done, you want to give the check and that kind of thing, but in order to know that, you know, this guy is going to do business with you, or you might want to go get a signed non-disclosure, non-compete agreement signed, you know, so that they don't try and go around you. Once you get that A buyers list created, you don't have to worry about them, you know, or all that paperwork stuff, right? You've done business together, you trust one another, you're going to do what you say you're going to do. That A buyers list is really important to you, okay? Whether you call it an A buyers list or call it something else, that's up to you. But that A list is really important to me because I know I can trust them to do what they say they will do. They're not going around me. They're going to close on time as planned. So.
I keep that as well. Do you give them first crack at it? I don't release it to everybody else until people have bought deals in here. They get first crack at it. Or how do you do that?
I do that.
Okay.
So and a lot of that boils down to the particular deal and the relationship that we have. But you know, most of those A buyers, we give them a day or two, and a lot of it depends on what I'm dealing with my seller, what kind of timeline I'm working against. You know, if I've got plenty of time, then I'll give them first dibs at it and a chance to make an offer. And a lot of times they buy them.
Prevents a lot of looky-loos from going out there and tramping through this property nonstop. Half of them aren't going to buy it.
Right. Yep, that's right. And then, you know, there's, Larry Goines talks a lot about this. How many have been to Larry Goines' class, wholesale? Okay. Larry Goines has got a great wholesaling program, and he's very good at marketing and building his buyers list. And he has talked about this a lot. He sells a lot of his houses in 2 and 3 hours. And it's because of his marketing strategy and his A buyers list. And people, you know, they go and look at a property that he's marketed and it's already sold. And, you know, they're saying, well, put me on the list. I want to be on the top of the list next time. You know, I mean, that's how fast he sells his properties. And I mean, he, you know, he's a nationwide guru, so he's got a lot of contacts around the country as well. But, you know, he really talks about that and brags about his ability to sell houses in 2 and 3 hours. So it's true, stuff happens that quick. But it's all about the deal that you're getting and the list. Okay, so, okay, any other challenges that anyone's having about buyer's lists and stuff before we actually get into some of the different ways of buying? Or I mean,